In the boundless reaches of the cosmos, beyond the grasp of understanding, there drifted a being. Something not born so much as formed, an abomination conjured from the stars that only knew hunger. Its sustenance was life, not the physical bodies of living things, but something deeper. Consciousness, devotion, the electricity of adoration. It wandered the stars, always on the edge of starvation, seeking planets with sentient minds. When such a world was found, the creature descended swiftly, and to those who looked to the skies, it came as a god, a divine vision. But some things are not meant to be seen. Its true form warped reason and shattered sanity. Still, the inhabitants could not look away. They praised and worshipped it, even as it drained them of everything they were. The more adoration it received, the deeper its praise sank into obsession. They tried to understand the incomprehensible, to speak the unspeakable, but eventually their minds decayed beneath the weight of it. In time, the host became hollow, their consciousness stripped down to husks, incapable of feeding themselves, let alone the thing fed on them. And so, planet by planet, the cycle repeated as the creature would release its grip on a lifeless world and drift once more into the silent dark. But the stars grew colder. Eons passed between harvest, and eventually a new, terrible thought bloomed in its mind. What if, one day, there's nothing left to feed on? It needed a new method, a new plan. The next time it found life, it would not reveal itself. It would watch and observe quietly. Learn the strange little rituals of these beings, their patterns, their desires, and then it would become just real enough. And finally, after a seeming eternity adrift, its search ended. Earth, teeming with life, loud, chaotic, imperfect, but alive. A world wired together by technology, sending endless streams of thought and culture into the void. The creature dipped into these networks, intercepting their signals, their stories. It watched, it learned, and after careful study, it began to mold itself. Piece by piece, it crafted an identity pulled from the patchwork of humankind. There were mistakes at first, missteps in form and presentation, but eventually it found a shape that resonated, a mask to wear. She called herself Azizah, and from a paradox dimension of her own design, she began her plan to stream. And the humans? They adored her. They gave her their love, their attention. Finally, food. And while they slept, her shape-shifting children would slip through the cracks in the veil, harvesting their praise like sweet nectar. No more drifting, no more desperation. She's found not just a planet, but a system. A species that willingly feeds her, endlessly and unknowingly. Azizah is no longer out there beyond the stars. She's here.